Hello everyone, Berserkhead here, and welcome to this battle for Medieval 2 Total War. So, first I want to say that this is a battle against Emperor of Aram. He's another guy that makes Total War videos on YouTube. You will see a link to his channel. He'll probably appreciate it if you check him out. He's played only Medieval 2 so far, but he's really good, and you're going to see that. You're going to see a proof for this in this battle. So this was a kind of a casual battle. We just wanted to play casually, you know, between us, but it turned out to be really good, and that's why I decided to make a video out of it. So I picked Denmark, as you can see, and he picked the Byzantine Empire. He just said that this is you know, his the faction that he can play best, and I picked the Danish. You know, I like the Vikings. They're my favorite thing ever. So I just picked the Danish. I'm familiar with Viking tactics, so we can say that we both command the factions that we can command best. So first, let me pause the battle and just take a look at the armies. Well, the rules for this battle, you know, this was early period battle. There was, of course, no gunpowder units, no artillery, no elephants, all of these kinds of things, and the maximum number of cavalry was 6 units. So let me get you through my army. First, I got two of these sword staff militia units. They're kind of like pikemen, but they were really bad. I didn't know that. It was a mistake that I got them, but whatever. I got some of these Norse axemen. I think they were 2 of these units. No, actually 3 units. They're good for attacking. They have these axes. They're good for flanking and stuff like that. Then of course I got some dismounted chivalric knights. They have very good defense, and they're pretty much good at everything. You know, they're good against fighting spearmen, pikemen, all of these kinds of things. And I got 3 units of, no, I actually got 2 units of Norse archers. They're kind of good. They have good range and good damage. And I got 1 unit of crossbowmen just in case, you know, just for some variety. Then I got 2 units of huscarls. They're heavy cavalry, but they're not really that well armored, and they're still better for when you use them as light cavalry, because they're still kind of fast. And then I got 2 units of these chivalric knights. Very good heavy cavalry units. So let me now see my opponent's army. So where should I begin? Let's start with the cavalry. He had really good cavalry. He had let's see, he has 1 unit of cataphractoi here, and he has 1 unit of general's bodyguard here. Very good heavy cavalry. The cataphractoi are definitely the best cavalry unit in the game, at least in my opinion. Then he has these units that I cannot pronounce their name, but they're basically horse archers, and I didn't know that the Byzantines had them, and that was a really big mistake. I really had to think about that more. And he had 3 units of these Latincon units. They're, well, I think they're kind of like the mailed knights, but I'm pretty sure they have better armor. Okay, now he has these Byzantine archers, and he had 2 units of them. And it's good because I had the advantage in archer, but whatever, I'm gonna talk about that later. He has some of these Varangians, 1 unit of them, and he has, like, let me see, 4 units of these dismounted Latincon. So my opponent's army is better. I can say it's he definitely has better cavalry with this you know, Byzantine cavalry, especially heavy cavalry, is extremely good. And the only type of unit that the Byzantines lack is good archer units, and I wanted to take advantage of that. I got, you can see, 2 units of these Norse archers that are pretty good units, and I got some crossbowmen, and I really had advantage in that. But of course I forgot about these horse archers, and that was a big issue. Then my opponent's infantry is again very good. He has this Varangian guard unit, which is pretty much like my axemen. They're good for flanking and stuff like that, and they're kind of fast. And these guys are extremely good for defending. I don't know their stats, but I'm pretty sure that they're better than my own troops. So, well, there's pretty much nothing happening at this point. I may fast forward at some point, but I'm basically just moving my army so that I can face him directly. He divided his army into parts. He has his cavalry here, which he's gonna move somewhere here, and he has his main body of infantry and archers here. So he moved, yeah, as you can see, he's moving his cavalry, at least this unit of these horse archers, and they're already shooting me. We started skirmishing here, I think, and I knew that I had advantage in archers, so I just went for it. I started shooting him, but these guys, maybe they have armor. They were really good. Not many of them died. Actually, they died, but they were still able to do a pretty good amount of damage to my troops. You can see they're dying here, but these guys will do a lot of damage. These guys, I was really concerned about them, but you know, I still thought that I can get rid of them at some point. I didn't know how at this point, but you'll see later what will happen. And here, well, these guys, they were the weakest link in my army. I really thought that they were good against cavalry charges, because I know that the Byzantinians have very good cavalry, and I wanted to do something about that, but I really these units weren't really what I expected them to be. So nothing happening here. This is, by the way, loose formation. My units just didn't go to loose formation like they had to. This is not proper loose formation. I don't know what happened, but whatever. Or yeah. So we're shooting, these guys are dying, most of them are already dead, but these guys are doing a lot of damage. I think they're shooting my cavalry now, so I just got them away, you know, out of their range, so that they'll stop shooting me. I also got these guys out of their range. They're not good at protecting against arrows and bolts or whatever, you know, against archer units and crossbowmen units. And yeah, he was able to kill a lot of these troops just for this reason here, and he could have killed even more. I mean, this unit was really my biggest concern here. I couldn't do anything about it. I tried to chase it with some of my units, but of course it was unsuccessful. I just managed to keep them away for some time, but it wasn't effective enough. I wanted to shoot them, but I just didn't have the range to do any damage. Here I'm trying to chase them, but it's not gonna happen. Of course, they're in skirmish mode. My opponent is not stupid. As you can see, yeah, as you can already see, he's good. And now I had a volley here. I killed some of them, but by far not enough. By far not as many as I wanted to kill here. So here's still the skirmishing phase of the battle. I'm moving my Huscarls here so that I can get a flanking move, but these guys are better than my Huscarls, so they will not be able to do a lot. And my opponent saw that, so now he'll just try and chase my units. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do at this point. Yeah, so I'm just getting back at this point. I'm just going to my old position. So whatever, you can see now I'm chasing these troops, of course unsuccessfully, and I think I'm going to get a couple of volleys on these guys, but they have very good armor, so it's not gonna be that effective. And this unit is pretty much wiped out. You can see there are only 20 of them remaining, but my troops are, you know, most of them are dead, and now they're in proper loose formation, which is always good. But it's just, you know, I kind of won the skirmishing phase, but my opponent did some significant damage too, and I did damage only to his archers, which wasn't really you know, that important. So now I saw that these units got in a circle, so I wanted to again chase them, but my opponent again saw that, and they were in skirmish mode, so they were able to run away one more time. So very good management so far by my opponent. He's able to manage his army really good. His micromanagement is good. So there is pretty much nothing happening at this point. I have my Huscarls here. My opponent got his Latin Con here so that he can prevent me from getting a flanking attack. Now let me get, you know, let me put it to fast forward so that so now I started marching. Yeah, now I started marching. He got these troops closer to me, and I really wanted to skirmish them, but again, unsuccessful. I was really doing a bad job, or no, actually my opponent was doing a good job of protecting these guys. Not that I was doing badly, but I didn't have a creative solution to this problem here, to these horse archers. So I just started advancing. I wanted to face his infantry. I really thought that they're not as good as mine, but that wasn't exactly true. They were still very good units, and now we're just gonna face each other. It's gonna be a face-to-face combat here. So I'm chasing his units. He advanced with his Latincon, I advanced with my Huscarls, and yeah, this is the battle here. Now we started. We got all of our units fighting each other. So these guys now, they will advance, and they will do pretty much nothing for the whole battle. I didn't know that it will happen this way, but it was kind of bad. So now my opponent got many units. Like there are actually only 2 units against this unit here, and I will try to outflank them, but it's not really a good idea because he'll be able to shoot me with these guys. So I didn't do that, and again he was able to flank me, but these are horse archers, so I'm not too concerned about it. But I'm not going to win this battle, but again I'm trying to just make some damage, and if possible to just wipe out this unit. Here the battle is going in my favor, I can say. At least at some points I'm winning here and I'm winning here, but these guys, like these pikemen, were extremely ineffective. I don't know what people use them for, but they're just a bad unit. Or maybe I was just expecting too much from them. I don't know. So my Huscarls here, they were busy fighting. My opponent rushed his Varangians here to fight with my Huscarls, plus his Latincon, so he was able to get a hammer and anvil now. Kind of a hammer and anvil. He was able to get behind my troops, and that's gonna be kind of, you know, devastating for me. He couldn't get a good charge here, so he's just gonna retreat and try and, you know, attempt to charge me again. But my unit started to break for some reason. I don't know why they were winning, but I don't know. Maybe these units have higher morale. And you know what happens when one unit routes in this kind of situation? Chain route, and I have pretty much no chance now. So the battle is going absolutely in my opponent's favor. And here my Huscarls will not be able to hold much longer. I also got one of these units there, but well, they will win this, but these are just my opponent's Latincon, and if he moves these troops there, my units will be dead, and I cannot do anything. So you can see some of my units came back from routing, but it's not really that important because their morale is now lowered. I tried to make these guys just receive this charge with their pikes, but they didn't do anything, so they just died. I don't know, I got really angry at this unit. They were really bad. They were able to kill some of them, but they lost way too many guys. And again, one unit routes, second unit routes, third unit routes, and you know what happens. So from now, my opponent was able to kill my units here. This is my general, he's routing. So I have pretty much no chance at this point, you know, it's just a matter of time. And the battle is going to end pretty soon. So what I can say about this battle, my opponent played really well. He didn't make any mistakes. I made mistakes. I didn't know, well, I shouldn't have gotten these units, these pikemen units. They were really bad. They weren't what maybe they're not bad, but they were just not what I wanted. I didn't take care of these horse archers that he had, so it was you know, they were concerning me during that whole time, and I couldn't concentrate enough on my archery and stuff like that, and you know, I was not able to do a lot of damage with my archers. And his infantry was better. I didn't take the right army, and Byzantinians are just superior. You know, they have better units than the Danish, especially in the early period. I didn't know that their units were that good, and I shouldn't have. I should have tried to be more creative and think of some other solution to these horse archers, and I shouldn't have faced my opponent like I shouldn't have just charged him, you know. So that's it. You can see now my units. I just want to see how much these units were effective. So they got, you can see 11 and 5. They were extremely ineffective. They were just inappropriate. I didn't use them the right way, and I could have gotten better units for you know, the cost of these ones. My Axemen did a good job. My Chivalric Knights did a good job, just as I expected, but not good enough. Again, my opponent did a better job. I cannot see his the stats of his army, but yeah, probably his infantry, his Varangians, didn't get many kills, but the other units, they were able to do a very good job. So this is everything for this battle. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. So see you next time. Goodbye.